Japan, a country known for its meticulous blend of ancient traditions and modern innovations, offers a rich tapestry of experiences that aligns with its past while also embracing its future. This article aims to explore the unique symbiosis of tradition and innovation that defines Japanese culture. Japanese art. One arena where Japan's ancient traditions merge with modern innovation is art. From the delicate brush strokes of traditional sumi-e painting, a style steeped in philosophy and spirituality, to the vibrant, edgy world of contemporary manga and anime, Japanese art is a testament to the country's ability to adapt and evolve, while holding true to its core aesthetics. For example, Yayoi Kusama, one of the most prominent contemporary artists in Japan, combines traditional elements of Japanese art with avant-garde concepts. Her installation art, often featuring repetitive patterns and bright polka dots, carries traces of Japanese minimalism amidst the bold creativity of the modern era. Architecture in Japan. Living in harmony with nature is a guiding philosophy in Japanese culture. And nowhere does it manifest clearer than in its architecture. Japanese houses, notably the centuries-old machiya, exemplify this with their organic construction materials like wood, rice straw, and clay, and designs that foster a smooth, almost non-existent, boundary between indoors and outdoors. In modern times, this philosophy of harmony underpins the work of master architects like Tadao Ando. His concrete structures, rather than clashing with the surrounding environment, coalesce with it. The Church of the Light in Osaka, with a cross-shaped cutout, is a classic Ando structure that draws in natural light, coordinating modern design with traditional respect for nature. Food innovation. Food is a cornerstone of culture, and Japan is no exception to this. Traditional Japanese cuisine, or washiku, characterized by its use of seasonally fresh ingredients and key staples like rice, fish, and fermented foods, was inscribed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List in 2013. But Japan is also a place of culinary innovation. Tokyo holds the most Michelin star restaurants in the world, a testament to Japanese chefs' creativity and commitment to quality. Fusion foods like the ramen burger or Western-inspired Japanese pastries further highlight the marriage of tradition and innovation in Japanese cuisine. Traditional festivals and modern entertainment. Japan is known for its colorful, vibrant festivals, each marking different seasons or religious rituals. From the Hanami Cherry Blossom Festival, where people gather to view and appreciate the transient beauty of cherry blossoms, to the Summerbon Odori festivals, where entire communities come together to dance and remember their ancestors. These events strengthen communal bonds and preserve ancient traditions. Nowadays, these cultural celebrations coexist with contemporary entertainment forms like J-pop, manga, anime, and video games, which have gained global popularity. Akihabara District in Tokyo, for instance, is a hub for manga and anime fans worldwide, with its vast array of stores selling comics, figurines, and other related merchandise. Overall, Japan presents an intriguing fusion of past and present, where traditions are not just preserved but adapted to the current zeitgeist. The result is a continually evolving cultural panorama that both respects its history and embraces the new. This dualism is quintessentially Japanese and encapsulates the nation's unique identity. From art and architecture to food and entertainment, Japan's cultural innovations and traditions offer a fascinating glimpse into a society that values balance, harmony, and the spirit of evolving continuity. Now get ready to answer the questions. Question: what is the significance of Yayoi Kusama's artwork in the context of modern and traditional Japanese art? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Yayoi Kusama's artwork symbolizes the blend of modern and traditional elements in Japanese art. Her installations, with repetitive patterns and vibrant colors, reflect a mix of Japanese minimalism and the bold creativity of the modern era. Question: in your opinion, how does Tadao Ando's architectural style reflect the philosophy of living in harmony with nature? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Tadao Ando's architectural designs demonstrate the concept of living in harmony with nature by using concrete structures that blend seamlessly with surrounding environments. His buildings like the Church of the Light create a link between nature and man-made structures, embodying the philosophy of harmony. Question: how has globalization impacted traditional Japanese festivals and entertainment? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: globalization has allowed traditional Japanese festivals and entertainment to gain international recognition. While some argue that it might risk eroding the local culture, it also provides an opportunity for traditional customs to adapt, evolve, and appeal to a universal audience. Question: how do you feel about the integration of traditional elements and modern innovations in Japanese culture, especially in the context of food? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: personally, I find it fascinating. The integration of traditional and modern elements in Japanese cuisine exemplifies their respect for heritage while embracing change. It showcases the bold creativity of Japanese chefs, all while maintaining their commitment to quality and the philosophy of washiku. It's a testament to their balance and harmony. In a shocking turn of events, a powerful earthquake struck Morocco late on the night of September 8, 2023. This natural disaster left a trail of destruction, taking the lives of hundreds of people and leaving many more injured. The quake, with a magnitude of 6.8, had its epicenter near the town of Aigil in Al House province, approximately 44 miles south of the historic city of Marrakesh. Morocco, a place known more for its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes than for earthquakes, was caught off guard by the intensity of the seismic event. So, what exactly happened and why did it happen here? The earthquake struck at 11:11 p.m. local time, sending shockwaves through the region that lasted for several seconds. Following the initial quake, a magnitude 4.9 aftershock hit just 19 minutes later, compounding the fear and chaos that had already gripped the affected areas. One of the immediate questions that arise is, why was this earthquake so destructive? To answer that, we need to look at the depth of the epicenter. The U.S. Geological Survey reported that it was just 11 miles below the Earth's surface, while Morocco's seismic agency estimated it to be at a depth of 5 miles. Whichever measurement you take, these shallow quakes are more dangerous because they are closer to the surface, causing more significant shaking and damage. In the aftermath of the quake, Morocco's Interior Ministry reported that at least 296 people had lost their lives and more than 150 injured individuals were rushed to hospitals for treatment. The ministry also noted that most of the damage occurred outside of the major cities and towns, affecting smaller villages nestled in the Atlas Mountains. Videos shared by Moroccans on social media painted a grim picture of the devastation. Buildings had been reduced to rubble and dust, and even parts of Marrakesh's iconic red walls, which encircle the city's historic center, were damaged. This UNESCO World Heritage Site had been a beacon of Morocco's rich history and culture, and now it too bore the scars of this unprecedented event. The earthquake's impact was not limited to Morocco alone. Reports surfaced of people feeling the tremors as far away as Portugal and Algeria, emphasizing the sheer force of this seismic event. So, what made this earthquake different from what is typically seen in the region, and why did it strike with such intensity? To provide some insight, we turn to Lawson Haney, the head of the Seismic Monitoring and Warning Department at the National Institute of Geophysics. According to him, this earthquake was nothing short of exceptional. He explained that mountainous regions like the one near the epicenter do not typically produce earthquakes of this magnitude. In fact, this was the strongest earthquake ever recorded in the region. The rarity of such seismic activity in North Africa had lulled many into a false sense of security. Earthquakes were not considered a significant threat in this part of the world, leading to a lack of preparedness that was now evident in the face of this catastrophe. In the aftermath of this tragic event, many questions remain unanswered. How will Morocco recover from this disaster? What measures will be put in place to prevent such a catastrophe in the future? And how can other regions with similar geological profiles prepare for the unexpected? One thing is certain, though. Morocco, a country renowned for its resilience and vibrant culture, will unite to rebuild and support those affected by this tragedy. The scars left by this earthquake will serve as a reminder of the need for preparedness and vigilance, even in places where earthquakes are considered rare. As the world watches, our hearts go out to the people of Morocco as they come to terms with the loss and destruction caused by this powerful earthquake. In the face of adversity, their strength and determination will undoubtedly shine through, offering hope for a brighter future amidst the rubble. Now get ready to answer the questions. Question: how did the earthquake in Morocco impact the city of Marrakesh and its historic red walls? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the earthquake had a significant impact on the city of Marrakesh, especially its historic red walls. As shown in videos shared by locals, the earthquake caused damage to the iconic red walls that surround Marrakesh's old city. These walls are part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and their damage is a substantial blow to Morocco's cultural heritage. The earthquake's powerful shaking resulted in cracks, fractures, and portions of the walls collapsing, which will require extensive restoration efforts to return them to their former glory. Question: how deep was the earthquake's epicenter, and why is the depth important in assessing its impact? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the depth of the earthquake's epicenter was a critical factor in assessing its impact. According to reports, the epicenter was either 11 miles or 5 miles below the Earth's surface, depending on the source. Regardless of the exact measurement, both depths are considered shallow for earthquakes. Shallow earthquakes are more dangerous because they are closer to the surface, leading to stronger shaking and causing more damage to buildings and infrastructure. This shallow depth contributed to the significant destruction seen in Morocco, resulting in collapsed buildings and widespread devastation, particularly in the areas near the epicenter. Question: what made this earthquake in Morocco unique compared to earthquakes in the region? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: this earthquake in Morocco was unique because it was exceptionally strong and rare for the region. Morocco and North Africa in general are not known for frequent seismic activity. According to Lawson Hani, a seismic expert, the earthquake was exceptional for mountainous regions like the one near the epicenter. Such regions typically do not produce earthquakes of this size. In fact, it was the most potent earthquake ever recorded in the area. This rarity of large earthquakes in North Africa had led to a lack of preparedness and awareness, making the impact even more devastating. Question: how did the earthquake impact areas outside of major cities and towns in Morocco? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the earthquake had a significant impact on areas outside of major cities and towns in Morocco. According to the country's interior ministry, most of the damage occurred in smaller villages located in the Atlas Mountains and the provinces near the epicenter. While the earthquake did affect some cities and towns, its most severe consequences were felt in these rural areas. Many buildings in these villages were reduced to rubble and dust, and the local infrastructure was severely damaged. The earthquake highlighted the vulnerability of these less populated regions and the importance of disaster preparedness in all areas, not just urban centers. Question: what measures can Morocco take to prevent such a catastrophe in the future? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: to prevent future catastrophes like this earthquake, Morocco can take several measures. First and foremost, the country can invest in earthquake-resistant building codes and construction practices to ensure that buildings are better equipped to withstand seismic activity. Additionally, public awareness campaigns can educate citizens about earthquake safety and preparedness, teaching them how to react during an earthquake and what to do afterward. Morocco can also strengthen its emergency response and disaster management systems to ensure a swift and coordinated response in case of future earthquakes. Lastly, ongoing seismic monitoring and research can help identify earthquake-prone areas and contribute to early warning systems, providing valuable time for people to seek safety. These measures combined can help mitigate the impact of earthquakes in the future. The 80th Venice International Film Festival recently hit the headlines, and not for all the glitzy, feel-good reasons you might expect. It made waves for featuring films by directors accused of sexual misconduct, sparking heated protests and debates. Protesters unleash chaos. Picture this: a star-studded red carpet, flashing cameras, and excited fans. That's the usual scene at film festivals, right? Well, not this time. At Venice, protesters disrupted the glamour with chants of abusers and no-rape culture. Their fury was aimed at 3 directors accused of sexual misconduct: Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, and Luc Besson. Things got wild at the premiere of Woody Allen's 50th feature film, Coup de Chance. About 20 protesters marched past the cinema's entrance right when Allen was strutting down the red carpet. They weren't holding back either. Some protesters even stripped off their shirts, adding an extra layer of intensity to the situation. There were scuffles with the police and the chaos was palpable. Voices of protest. Who were these protesters? They were men and women affiliated with various Italian organizations, including the feminist group Non Una di Meno. They weren't just making noise, they had pamphlets in hand condemning the festival for embracing directors like Allen, Besson, and Polanski. Their pamphlets carried a clear message: violence must be taken seriously and those who commit it can't escape responsibility. But that's not all. They demanded justice for the victims and questioned the festival's choices. Are these accusations being swept under the red carpet? The accusations. Let's dive into the accusations that ignited this fiery controversy. First up, Woody Allen. His adopted daughter, Dylan Farrow, has long claimed that he molested her back in 1992 when she was just 7 years old. However, it's essential to note that a prosecutor declined to bring charges against Allen. Roman Polanski, on the other hand, pleaded guilty to the statutory rape of a 13-year-old girl in the U.S. back in 1977. But here's the twist: he fled the country before facing sentencing. That's a fact that doesn't sit well with many. Luc Besson, the third director in the spotlight, was recently cleared of rape accusations by a French court in June. But the stench of these allegations still lingers. Woody Allen's perspective. During the premiere, the 87-year-old director, Woody Allen, shared his thoughts. He mentioned his support for the #MeToo movement but cautioned against going to extremes. According to him, the movement could be overly zealous in turning non-offensive situations into issues. He also raised a crucial point: major investigative bodies concluded that there was no merit to Dylan Farrow's accusations. This begs the question, where should the line be drawn between allegations and evidence? Standing ovation amidst chaos. Here's a head-turner. Woody Allen received a standing ovation inside the theater before his film, Coup de Chance, had even begun. The applause didn't stop there. After the screening, Allen enjoyed a 3-minute standing ovation. It might have gone on longer if the filmmaker hadn't started to exit. He even had to pull out a tissue, overwhelmed by the reaction. The mixed reactions within the audience raise intriguing questions. Are the allegations against Allen less important than his work? Or is the audience merely separating the artist from the accusations? Film reviews and opinions. So, what about the film itself? Variety critic Owen Gleiberman praised Coup de Chance as Allen's best movie since Blue Jasmine. On the flip side, Casper Salmon, writing for the Daily Beast, had a different take. He labeled the film an exhausting and lazy retread of all his tried, true, and tired ideas. It's an interesting divide in opinions, and it begs the question of whether the controversy surrounding Allen overshadowed the film itself. Other screenings and emotions. The festival featured films by Roman Polanski and Luc Besson as well. Polanski's film, The Palace, hit the screen earlier, but the director himself was absent. As for Luc Besson, he attended the screening of his 21st feature, Dogman. The film received a 6-minute standing ovation, and Besson was even seen wiping away tears. Curiously, there was no sign of protest during his screening. These reactions paint a complex picture. Are audiences willing to separate the art from the artist, or do emotions run too deep to do so? In defense of controversy. Venice Film Festival director Alberto Barbera didn't back down from the festival's decision to feature directors like Allen and Polanski. He made a distinction between the personal responsibilities of individuals and the artistic qualities of their work. According to Barbera, he's a festival director, not a judge. He evaluates the artistic merit of films, leaving judgments about personal conduct to others. Conclusion: a tale of controversy. In the heart of Venice, the 80th International Film Festival became a battleground for questions that have long plagued the entertainment industry. Can we, as viewers, divorce the art from the artist when accusations of misconduct hang in the air? Is it fair to applaud a filmmaker while their past remains mired in controversy? The chaos on the red carpet and the stark divide in opinions within the audience reflect the broader societal debate. How we navigate these complex waters as consumers of art remains an open question. One thing's for sure, the 80th Venice International Film Festival won't be forgotten anytime soon. Now get ready to answer the questions. Question: were there any protests at the Venice Film Festival, and why were they happening? Answer in 3, 2. 1. Answer: yes, there were protests at the Venice Film Festival. People were protesting because the festival was featuring movies made by directors who have been accused of doing bad things. They didn't think it was right for Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, and Luc Besson to be part of the festival given the accusations against them. Question: how did the protesters express their disapproval and what were they demanding? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the protesters expressed their disapproval by shouting slogans like "abusers" and "no rape culture." Some even removed their shirts and there were scuffles with the police. They were demanding fairness and justice for the victims of the accused directors. They also handed out pamphlets that criticized the festival's decision to include these directors and questioned if the festival cared about those who had suffered. Question: what did Woody Allen say about the #MeToo movement and how did the audience react to him at the premiere? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Woody Allen said he supported the #MeToo movement but thought it sometimes went too far in making minor things into big issues. At the premiere, he received a standing ovation both before and after the screening. The audience clapped for him for about 3 minutes and he seemed touched by their reaction. Question: what were the reviews of Woody Allen's film, Coup de Chance, at the festival? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: reviews of Woody Allen's film, Coup de Chance, were mixed. Some critics praised it as his best work since Blue Jasmine. However, others were less impressed, describing it as a repetitive and tired retread of his previous ideas. Question: how did the festival's director, Alberto Barbera, defend the decision to include directors like Woody Allen and Roman Polanski in the festival? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the festival's director, Alberto Barbera, defended the decision by saying that he evaluates the artistic quality of films and doesn't judge the personal actions of the directors. He believes it's essential to separate the art from the artist, leaving judgments about their behavior to others.